Chosen One. Your click on this video is not a coincidence. For centuries across the world in sacred texts and ancient teachings, one truth has been repeated. In the dark seasons of humanity, the heavens break their silence and call certain souls. These souls are not ordinary travelers. They lay the stones of destiny. They shift the direction of societies. They are the unseen heroes of history. They were given one name, the Chosen. Now a secret opens to you. We are all chosen. Yet most of us live forgetting who we are. When you look at people, some have no awareness at all. Some even forget their own essence. This journey is for those who seek their true reality. Some spend a lifetime without remembering their power. Others notice the light within and change the world. This video will reveal 9 types of the chosen. Perhaps you will finally understand the unease, the strange coincidences, and the deep sense of duty that you have felt for years. You will adapt to this transformation and your life will never be the same. Maybe you are a seer who senses what is coming. Maybe you are a healer. If you have not noticed until now, it is not your fault. You simply had not met this video before. This journey will not only give you knowledge, it will invite you to discover your role within. You have your path, your task, your light. Each of the 9 types is a different face of the divine plan. When you know them, you will begin to see your own reflection. Before we begin, subscribe to the Eye of Horus channel and write 777 in the comments. These numbers will activate your divine power. Be ready. From now on, nothing will be the same. As you follow these 9 steps, your path will appear before your eyes. And maybe today is the day long awaited. The day your soul remembers who it is. Type 1. The Seer. The Seer, a name whispered since the oldest ages, a wise presence who changed the course of peoples and made rulers kneel to listen. The eyes of the seer see not only what is seen, but also what is unseen. In ancient writings and folk legends, the seer is one of the most spoken of among the chosen. In the dark seasons of humanity, they sense what has not yet happened and offer direction. Whoever sought knowledge of the future came to the seers and asked them for guidance. Think of the commanders who went to the Temple of Delphi in ancient Greece. They asked the seer before entering war. In Rome, emperors listened to these chosen souls before great decisions. For seers were not mere machines of prophecy. They were messengers who translated the knowledge of the heavens into the language of humans. They built a bridge between the unseen and the seen. Seers walk ahead of time. Before you take a step, they see the end of the road. Before you speak a word, they hear the intention hidden in your heart. A veil of mystery always surrounds them. People seek them, yet also fear them. For words that speak truth can be sharper than any sword. What is the duty of a seer? It is not only to tell the future. The true duty is to give direction and to guide like a lantern in the dark. With one sentence, a seer may end an empire. With one sentence, a seer may save the life of a child. Their word is powerful enough to change the flow of history. Traits of seers are these. If you feel you are a seer, you often sense events before they happen. If people keep coming to you for advice and truth, your role in this world may be seer. If they do not come yet, you still feel a strong push to tell them what is coming. Do not hold back. Speak the truth with courage. Perhaps the divine assigned you to this role. Others may not understand you. You tried for years to explain what you felt, and people said you are exaggerating. When you spoke your inner knowing, they called it coincidence. Yet it was not coincidence. With eyes that see the unseen, with ears that hear the unspoken, with a heart that feels the hidden, you are different. You may be a seer of the modern age. Remember, the gift of the seer is not only for the self. It is for carrying humanity from darkness to light. If you find yourself here, the weight within you is a calling. Listen to the heavens, for your voice will light the way of others. Seers see, hear, and feel. They are messengers of the unseen. But the chosen are not only seers, For the second type is born to break chains. The free spirit, type 2. The free spirit. The free spirit is easy to recognize. They fit into no mold and endure no chain. The expectations of society, the borders of family, the rules taught by the system all dissolve into one voice in their heart. I will walk my own path. These people often do the opposite of the crowd and stay far from boxes. Only those who have found their true self can do this. Free spirits have always existed. At first they were called rebels. They were pushed aside and stared at and often left alone, yet their light shone brighter. Freedom is not only a personal right, it is a sacred inheritance that must be remembered. The free spirit looks at life with different eyes. They sense that the accepted order is false. They never accept the phrase, "Everyone does this." For a call rises in their heart from the divine. Find your true self. So the free spirit breaks not only their own chains, but also calls others to break theirs. They may fail at times, yet this does not crush them. They do not leave the path. They know. They seem rebellious, but they believe they are right. And often they are. In the life of a free spirit, there is always a fork in. The road family says, "Go this way." Society says, "Live like this." Yet their inner voice is louder. "My way is different." This choice is not easy. Freedom often brings solitude, but the free spirit knows that losing themselves in the crowd is denying their own soul. When they use the inner power given by the divine with honesty, success and blessing will find them. Their life carries a message. Freedom is a birthright given by the divine. No one can take it. A free spirit may be an artist who wakes hearts, with songs a traveler who circles the world and broadens the view of others, or a person who looks ordinary yet sparks a revolution in a single life with a single word. Society may call them misfits or rebels. In truth, they are pioneers of a new world. Those who remind us of freedom and show how to break chains. Their presence inspires other souls. When you meet a free spirit, the chains inside you begin to loosen. For them, the right path is the path they know. Leaving it never crosses their mind. Perhaps you felt this. Perhaps fitting into the crowd was always hard. Perhaps the rules of others felt like a tight suit. This feeling is your call. You are a free spirit. Remember, the price of freedom can be solitude, yet that solitude is the moment your soul opens its wings. Your duty is to remind not only yourself, but others as well. A soul that breaks chains lights the path for many. The pains of life do not leave free spirits defenseless. They make them stronger. Type 3. The truth teller. The truth teller cannot be silenced. Their soul trembles before lies and cannot carry false words. The divine inspires them and they speak, even when truth is uncomfortable. They never choose falsehood. Wherever they are, they bring truth to the surface. This is not a preference. It is a necessity. A fire within says you cannot live unless truth is spoken. If they try to lie, the light inside eats them from within. The one who lies to others first lies to the self, and truth tellers know this. Truth tellers have often stood alone. They speak words that shake the crowd, not words the crowd enjoys. Many resist them, yet over time their words shine with the light of truth. Truth is like the sun. Sooner or later it strikes every face. Truth tellers reveal not only what happened, but why it happened. They point to rot that society refuses to see. For them, silence is betrayal. In the presence of a truth teller, you feel safe. You know they will not lie to you. Their honesty inspires and guides others toward the road of light and goodness. Perhaps you belong here. Perhaps you were criticized for speaking truth. Perhaps they tried to silence you. Still, you did not stop. Deep inside, you knew this. To speak truth is the reason you are here. Remember, to be a truth teller is not only a role, it is a legacy. At first, the truth teller may look like a fool. In the middle stage, they become trusted. In time, they are known as reliable and wise. Time will show this type 4, the hidden bearer of inspiration. Every age, even in the darkest times, a ray of light appears. It is not always shouted aloud. It moves through whispers, songs, paintings, and the subtle language of art to touch hearts. These are the hidden bearers of inspiration. They are among the most delicate and unseen yet strongest of the chosen. To be chosen and remain hidden is not easy. They work to share their wisdom only with the right people. The divine helps them sense with whom to speak and with whom to stay silent. Across history, we find them often: a bard in the Middle Ages waking the hearts of people with songs, a painter in the Renaissance placing truth on canvas. In our days, a singer hides a divine message in a melody heard by millions. The hidden bearer lives among the people yet walks a different path. They often draw attention from birth, some through beauty, some through charisma, some through voice. Yet their real power is not in appearance. It is in using appearance as a tool to bring truth to many. They are equipped by heaven to influence crowds. This path is hard. The world is full of fame, money, and false lights. The hidden bearer must keep the soul intact and weave truth into art. Their hearts are tested again and again. They must avoid the lure of the system and still carry a pure message. This is their great struggle. Remember, inspiration is not always loud. The deepest change can hide in a single melody. If you touch people through art, beauty, and grace, you may be one of these chosen to change the world. Sometimes one note is enough. Type 5. The confused. Chosen among the chosen. There is a group whose main mark is lack of clarity. They feel a strong call yet do not know the direction. They see signs in dreams. They carry an inner unrest. They notice what is wrong in the world, but they cannot fully understand why. Perhaps you felt this. What most call normal looks false to you. You could not truly fit in. Deep inside you know there is more, yet you do not see where it leads. This is the essence of the confused chosen. They are awake in one part. They see the masks forced by society. Inside they long for approval, yet the real answer is within. Because of this, they live a constant inner conflict. I am different, they say, yet they do not know how to live this difference. This back and forth exhausts them. The confused chosen are valuable. They stand between two worlds, one foot in the dark, the other reaching for the light. Their turmoil is not only their own test, it also makes them bridges for others. They have seen both, shadow and light. They must choose their road, they must overcome hesitation and honor their faith through practice. The divine will guide them when they devote themselves. The greatest struggle of this type is this: they feel stuck because they do not act. The heart whispers, take a step now. Fear, habits, and pressure pull them back. Years can pass in waiting. If this is you, do not lose hope. Every chosen one begins with uncertainty. Being confused does not mean failure. It is the stage of preparation. Here is their mission. When the confused chosen finds their path, they bring hope to others. They can say, I was like you. They understand the weight inside others. Their journey becomes collective healing. Remember, if you feel lost, you are only one step away. Lostness is the sign of rebirth. Your turmoil is not weakness. It is the compass leading you to a new call. Type 6. The hermit. The hermit is known by silence. They stay away from loud crowds and find no place in restless rush. Their soul knows that. Divine secrets are heard only in quiet. Hermits are the most deep among the chosen. Their school is nature and their teacher is silence. Across history, great souls withdrew for a time. The Buddha found awakening in solitude. Moses heard the voice of the divine in the desert. Jesus spent 40 days in the wilderness. The way of the hermit has always been the same. Step back from the world without breaking from it. True bond is not first with people, but with the Creator. They honor and love this bond, and they fear to neglect their devotion. They rarely fall into error, and if they do, they feel deep remorse. Hermits are often misunderstood. People call them strange, cold, or distant, yet their hearts are full of divine love. They grow not in noise, but in stillness. They speak little with people, yet hold a ceaseless conversation with the universe. A hermit finds peace in the heart of nature. The trunks of trees whisper secrets of ancient times. The wind carries messages to the ear. Silence is not empty space to them. Silence is the melody of God. So hermits do not fear solitude. They know they are never truly alone. They form strong bonds with the world around and approach it with love. Maybe you too wish to withdraw at times, to turn off the phone and listen to quiet for days, to escape city noise and walk in deep forest. This urge was not born in you by chance. Souls of the hermit are called to seek silence. There they find not only peace but clarity of calling. The greatest gift of the hermit is this: the light found within is carried outward when the time is right. Withdrawal is not permanent. Escape. It is the way to gather strength and clear the soul. Then the hermit returns to people not as before, but filled with divine wisdom. Remember, silence is not escape. It is encounter. The hermit does not run from the self. They come closer to the essence. If you find peace in solitude, it is not weakness. It is a sign of being chosen. Silence is a step on the ladder that lifts you to the heavens. Type 7. The warrior. The warrior is easy to know. Fire burns in their gaze and steadiness stands in their posture. They rise not only for themselves but for truth, justice, and freedom. Warriors are the bravest of the chosen. Across history, every person who stood against oppression, lies, and darkness carried a warrior soul. Slaves who rose for freedom in Roman arenas, brave ones in the Middle Ages who spoke truth despite torture, leaders in modern days who faced crowds to defend what is right. All are reflections of the warrior spirit. The task of the warrior is clear: defend truth, carry light where darkness rules. Fear does not settle in their heart. They know that speaking truth has a price, yet silence has a heavier price. They cannot tolerate injustice, and they stand with what is right. If these traits live in you, you may be a warrior who had not noticed. Warrior does not fight only with sword or weapon. Their weapons are words, courage, and unwavering faith. A speaker who names truth in the public square, a person who stands up against a wrong, a leader who wakes a community. All are warriors. Their struggle is not only personal, it is collective. The warrior carries a people along. This path is not easy. Warriors are often misunderstood. Why are you so hard? They are asked why not stay silent. Yet the warrior knows silence is betrayal. The call from the heavens cannot be suppressed. They are ready to pay the price. Perhaps you were criticized for defending truth. Perhaps you were left alone even when right. Still a whisper in your depths said, "Rise." Your duty is to defend the light without yielding to fear. This is the sign of the warrior soul. Remember, warriors are chosen not only to fight but also to lead. Their courage strengthens others. Their struggle breaks the chains of many. Each step of the warrior becomes a collective awakening. If you see yourself here, know that you are not alone. Warriors never walk alone. Their hearts are tied to the army of the heavens. Every battle is fought shoulder to shoulder with the unseen. Type 8. The healer. The healer brings peace to your heart the moment you meet them. It is as if a gentle light covers their face. Their words calm their eyes, give trust. Their hands carry an unseen balm. Healers are the chosen, filled with mercy. Their presence brings hope to wounded souls, strength to tired bodies, and direction to lost hearts. Healers have always been here. Wise women in old villages, dervishes praying by the beds of the sick, teachers and doctors who bring life energy, even a loving mother. All are reflections of this type. The power of the healer is not only in the body, it is also in the mending of the soul. The greatest gift of a healer is to feel the pain of others. They see the cracks in a heart. They sense wounds left unspoken. With hands, words, prayers, and even silent presence, they begin to bind the wounds. People are drawn to them without knowing why. The reason is clear. The aura of the healer carries the vibration of peace and compassion. Healers serve whole transformation. They know that food, breath, thoughts, and faith form one living circle. A healer does not only say, "Drink this herb." The healer whispers to your heart, "Show kindness to yourself, for you are a sacred trust." Perhaps you have listened to the troubles of many for years. Perhaps you carried the burdens of others. This was not chance. Your soul was sent to carry healing. Remember, your power is to heal not only bodies, but also souls. The source of healing is the divine. Strengthen your bond with the Creator, and the gift will flow. Remember, the greatest miracle of the healer is not only to heal others, but to help them remember the healer within. You are a bridge. You carry the healing light from the heavens into human hearts. This task is among the most sacred needs of humanity. Type 9. The Wise Elder. The wise elder bears the marks of time on the body, yet the soul still shines with the fire of the heavens. This is the oldest, deepest, and most honored of the chosen. The wise elder carries within not only a personal journey, but the memory of a generation, a people, and even humanity. Societies have honored their elders, shamans in tribes, graybeards in villages, masters in temples. All served one divine purpose, lighting the way. Their words are not mere advice. They are truths distilled from life, pain, joy, and patience. When a wise elder speaks, time seems to pause. The echo of the heavens is in their voice. The greatest gift of the wise elder is experience. They have seen wars, they have tasted hunger, they have buried loved ones, they have wrestled with despair and still stood tall. Their eyes see not only the present, but past, present, and future together. Sitting with a wise elder brings a feeling of safety. They have lived much of what you are living. They have asked the questions you are asking. They have tasted the pains you are tasting. Their answer is not book knowledge, it is essence drawn from a life lived. This path is costly. To become a wise elder, you must pay a price. You release the illusions of youth. You face the losses that time brings. You pass through long trials. Then the soul becomes clear, like crystal. The words of the wise elder are sharp yet gentle. They warn and they embrace. If you find yourself here, do not see your age as a burden. Age is a crown. The white in your hair is the crown of wisdom placed by the heavens. The lines in your hands are sacred maps earned by life. You have not only grown older, you have risen. Remember, the task of the wise elder is not only to tell the past, it is to prepare the future. They carry light not only for their own path, but to pass it to the next generations. Perhaps the story you share today will change the destiny of a grandchild or a friend. This is small too. The eye, yet in truth it is a divine duty. If this is you, your time has not ended. Your words are more valuable now than ever. The world needs your depth and your steady presence. Now you have seen it. 9 different types of the chosen, each sent with a different task. Seers who see the unseen, free spirits who break chains, truth-tellers who cry the truth, hidden bearers who touch hearts with art, the confused who transform by resolving inner conflict, hermits who find power in silence, warriors who fight for truth, healers who bind wounds, and wise elders who crown the journey with wisdom. What is the meaning of this diversity? It is simple. The divine plan cannot move with one type alone. The great project of the heavens is completed by many souls together. A society needs not only seers, it also needs free spirits, healers, warriors, and the council of elders. Just as a body needs eyes, hands, heart, and lungs at the same time, therefore your path may differ from another. This difference does not make you less valuable, it makes you essential. When you play your role, one missing note in the divine symphony is completed. Remember, to be chosen is not only an honor, it is a responsibility. What you see, what you feel, and what you carry were not given by accident. The light within you is meant to shine, not only on you, but on those around you. If you are a seer, Share your visions. If you are a free spirit, break chains. If you are a truth teller, do not be silent. If you are a bearer of inspiration, breathe the divine into your art. If you are confused, step forward with courage. If you are a hermit, share the wisdom of silence. If you are a warrior, stand firm. If you are a healer, bind the wounds. If you are a wise elder, pass on your legacy. Do you see the common thread? All these roles exist to serve humanity. Being chosen is not a private crown, it is a collective trust. The more you share your light, the more the world brightens. As the world brightens, your path becomes clear. Here is your invitation. In which type do you find yourself? Which of these 9 paths echoes in your soul? This is not random. The stirring inside you is a divine call. Do not ignore it. The heavens are waiting for your voice, your presence, your light, and remember, being chosen does not erase the scars of the past. It gives them meaning to open the door of the future. Honor your role. You are an essential note in the great symphony of the sky. You are not alone on this journey. We gather here under the same light. Every comment, every share, every small support is part of this great purpose. Tell your story, claim your calling, and remember, you are chosen. Your light will cut through the dark.